Good afternoon, traders. Mr. Realistic here. Hope everybody had a good day. It was quite boring unless you were in TGGI. Yeah, that one had a pretty decent day, I'd say. Oh, and our new crypto LRC. Bang, bang. Thanks, Frankie Trades. All right, so before we get started, you all must know that I am not a financial advisor. Okay? Everything I say and do is personal to me because it's my opinion. All right? Take it with a grain of salt. It's not used for financial advice. It's purely used for entertainment purposes. All right? So make sure that you do your own due diligence before investing in anything. All right, everybody. Hope everybody had a pretty good day out there. So we're going to get started with a couple level two um, intros on what level two is and what we can do. So you can get level two through your broker. So this is TD Ameritrade's Think or Swim. I actually just have an account with no money in it, um, and they let me use it for free. So yeah, there's that. You usually have to pay for it. It's usually a subscription fee, depending um, on your broker. I think E-Trade, if you have $1,000 in your account, you're good. They give it to you for free if you make like 30 trades in a month or something like that. And then let's see, Interactive Brokers is definitely more expensive side. Uh, I mean, all of them have it. You just gotta. It's usually a small fee. By expensive, I mean it was like 18 bucks a month compared to free or like $5. Okay, my trading view, my charting. Okay, to have real time data pop up with the real numbers, where I send you guys my tweets. It cost me $2 a month. I mean, for real time data, it's not level two or anything like that, but that I mean, it's nothing crazy. So first off, when you're trading, fees should be the last thing that you're worried about. I understand if you have some like really small accounts, like a couple $100 or something like that, that's going to be a little trickier. But if you're trading, over 1,000 or anything, the fees shouldn't really be there. You shouldn't be too in and out too much either, so those fees shouldn't really associate you. Like every time I trade with E-Trade, it's 4.95. Interactive brokers, like my fees have been like $100 sometimes because of the reason I use it is because of some of the um, things that they let me do on there, like create iceberg orders and everything. It makes up for it in the long run, where I can get shares for cheaper. And I'll explain iceberg orders at another time. It's essentially when you see that, like you see this 10,000 order right here, like I could put that order on either side. I could put it at any number I wanted to, and I could have as many shares as I want behind there. People will just keep going and it won't go away. Iceberg. All right, so Interactive Brokers lets me do that. So like, when we were low today and somebody doesn't want to sell at, um, let's say that this was, let's say 104, nobody wanted to sell at 104 and this was 109, and I had a million on here, they're not going to just, they're less likely to give me all those shares, but I want those shares. So I'll put in a lower amount here. And it's better than spending a 109 right away if I'm accumulating. Now, if I'm ready for the stock to move up, then I'm going to slap it. All right, and we're going to get into that in a little bit because that is super important that you understand when to slap and when to accumulate. All right, and it's based on the chart and what leg it's ready for and news and everything of that nature, but mostly if the chart suggests it. So this was this morning. Okay, as you can see, 9:39, 9 minutes into trading. Toner. All right, 104 was the last trade. Uh, Somebody wants to buy it at 103, so you'd have to sell at 103. They're wanted 265,000 shares. Somebody was willing to sell, so you could buy it at 104. They had 148,000 shares for sale at that price. Gives you a very in-depth look at what buyers and sellers are looking to get in return for their shares. Okay, or they want shares. All right. Market cap is what it's valued at. So you've got the price and the amount of shares there are, and that's how we get our market cap right here. You're open. So it opened at 106, which means it's down 2 points. because the 104 is probably like a half. That's why there was a half in there. And then it had a high of 109 9 minutes in. Okay, so you got your low of 102 9 minutes in. Close was from yesterday. Okay, so that makes sense. So it was 2.5 because of this was 6.5 yesterday at the close, so it's 2.5 spread. And then the yearly high, 52-week high, is 175. I'm feeling pretty good that we're going to surpass that by quite a bit. All right, so our volume in 9 minutes in, we were looking at 5.2 million in volume. All right, keep this in mind. We've been doing a lot of volume, over 100 million, which is fantastic volume, by the way. So keep that in mind. I don't know what we finished at. I haven't had a chance to look at it. Excuse me, man. Tell you what, these work days can get to you. All right. So on the ask side, so these are the people, the bid side. So bid, ask. So bid is people that want to buy, ask is people that are selling. Okay. And if you look at it, these are the people, the exchanges that sell. All right here. So your broker might use Citadel, your broker might use Knight, and I mean, there's a bunch of different ones. Just because they're there doesn't mean that it's a market maker, okay? Those MMs that we talk about, all right, because they work for the brokers as well. So it could be retail and it could not be. So a couple things. Gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't really. This is coming out of nowhere. I guess that daylight savings time still screwy with me. All right, so right here we had 225,000 at bid at 103. Okay, so that's the highest bid support that we have. If this got taken out and this got taken out, so that's 265,000 shares. It would go down to the 1.91 million shares at 102. Okay, that would have to be taken out before, and this would have to be taken out before it goes lower to 1. All right, so this is very strong support right here. This is very good. When you see this, you should feel pretty good as long as it's sitting there for a while. Now, on the ask side over here, we're looking at 104. There's almost 150,000 shares. Okay, so if somebody wanted to buy something right now and they needed to have it and they didn't want to bid sit on it, which means they didn't just sit on it and wait for it to be eaten up. They could buy it, all these shares, 148.4 thousand shares, okay, at 104. That's what right here does. So you can buy those at that price right there. And there's nothing in between here. There's a 5/1000th of a gap here. So we're looking at the next thing at 245.5 and 100K and 42.4K and 10K. So right off the top of my head, we got 152, 400,000 shares. If we just had volume in the first 10 minutes right here, we would have flown through this. All right, there's probably some bids right in between the 111, 113, because remember 112 is resistance, where they don't want it to go above unless you have enough volume. So if we just had people coming in here and just buying these shares up right here, this thing would have easily been taken out and we would be sitting probably at upper 120, 130s today. Okay, so let's move up. Let's look at the next thing as it goes. Okay, that was 39. Now we're at 47. I said go time. We're at 7.6 million shares, so not much to 5, I think it was the difference. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Look at 106, less than 200,000. 107, 10,000, 109, 100,000. Like there's nothing here. This is when I say it's thin. I mean, there's literally, if anybody comes, I mean, we've got a huge support right here at 102. People just come in and buy these things up. This is nothing. These is pennies, literally pennies. You come in here and buy these up, and it goes. I came in here and I ended up buying the 106s once it got up higher to whack them out. I bought almost 500,000 of them. Because I was like, it's cheap, it's going up. You guys know my charts. All right, so let's see as it goes. I mean, going. Then look, this bid support is flying up to 103, so they're pushing it up to 103 here, and it's still thin, and we're just waiting. It's 53, by the way, right here, so only 6 minutes. So as we go, as you can see, I bought more. 10.06, I ended up buying more at 106. All right, that's this. I ended up getting it all filled up. So almost a 500,000 filled right there. All right. So Golden Cross is incoming. All right, it's coming in tomorrow, by the way. But look at this right here at your level 2. All right, you're looking at level 2. You have somebody that's holding support at this level at 106. Okay, almost 2.5 million shares. 2.5 with this actually. 2.5 million shares. It shows you right here. All right, and this wasn't here at the time either. Okay, right beforehand. Somebody could have came in and destroyed it. Now look, the walls are starting to come up because they see that volume is up. Okay. All right. Sorry. Volume is down, not up. Volume is down. Look, we're almost an hour in and we're only at 15. We're at 5-1 in 9 minutes. So 15. So they're not going to let this pass resistance because it knows that it doesn't have the volume to pass. That's why I'm saying we need volume up. Volume, volume. These are why I'm putting these things. These are all bullish crossings. People just don't understand the charts. All right. And not only that is the volume was low in the OTC, and I'll show you on the small cap index. Keep in mind we're on the goodness gracious, I'm sorry. It's gonna happen. It's getting late for me. All right, now I get kids or kid. All right, so we go on here. Look, support, support, support. Tearing down right here. I think my buddy Paul came through strong. And he took 2.5, so he took that in there and he knocked it out. Look how thin it is, and look how much support. I wanted to jump through my phone screen and just scream at everybody because I'm telling you, that chart is suggesting we're ready to go, we're gonna fly. I wish this is why I want people to learn this stuff because well, if we all knew this, all of us would be out there slapping the crap out of this, so we would all be making huge money because 108 and we're out sitting at 102, 109 or 130. Yeah, I mean, take some profits off of there, whatever you did to get through that. Who cares? We're on the next leg. You know what I mean? Who cares if you're taking a little off the top on the way? You're supposed to be taking tops. All right, so do that. So we get it going. We're getting there. We got our support 106. Thin as a mother. This is 112. This is the freaking resistance. Oh my gosh. This is like, guys, look, 260. And we were on the next leg. 260,000 shares. And we were going on. You know, they would have kept adding on to those unless we had volume going in. But look, I mean, we're here. Look, we're 25 million. Okay. What was that, 20 minutes past? I mean, this is cringeworthy how we did not get through there. I wish I just saved my 500,000 order to the 112. I mean, I would have slapped that easily would have slapped that. Frustrating, but I digress. All right, we move on into the day. Walls up now because they're not getting volume. We're at 36. We're at 11:40, so we're 2 hours and almost 10 minutes in. The volume is kind of sluggish. They know I don't want it to go past here. You're looking at 2.5 million, now 3 million right here. Okay, so 3 million to bust it down. Okay, so when they see the low volume, they're not going to let it go past the breakout zone. Okay, it's not ready yet in their opinion, which is correct. I mean, and you need volume to surpass. Then you got over here, it's pretty thin. I mean, look, I mean, we just didn't have enough support. I mean, this is pretty good, right? Right here is pretty good. It's decent, very decent. And then here, but there's no like, you know, none of these. These are resistance bands. This is pretty strong resistance right now. So, I mean, there wasn't any use. But you use these level 2 charts right here to see what they're going. All right, and this one, I'm calling everybody out on this one. This one ticks me off. All right, and I actually went in and I'll show you my thing if need be, where I bought another 125,000, I think at 109 right here to break it down. You see 9 million on the support at 107, okay? And you see this, and resistance is at 112, okay? And we know that the chart's going up. You slap. You don't sit here. No, you don't save that 0.0001, okay? You spend that extra 0.0001, and you take this out. And once that gets taken out, we go to the next leg and we start taking this out. That's how you do it. 48 million, almost 50 million, okay? But you see this? That means they would have to sell into this to drop it down, or it would have to just disappear. But somebody would have to. They're saying, all right, here's 9 million shares. Let's see if there's just the that people are waiting for support. Oh, obviously we didn't get there. All right, still sitting there. Look, they even moved it up to 108 from 107. And look it, this actually went down too. Oh, frustrating. So frustrating. We could have easily taken this out. All right, but that's why I'm saying volume. Take it out. Jeez. You can only slap so much. And then the wall came up. All right, there's no volume by then. So they're saying, you know what? You're not going past here. You're not going past here. This disappeared eventually because why put that there and have them sell into it? It doesn't make any sense. All right. So, and it goes on. So I digress. This is why level 2 is important and why you should understand it and read it. I'll do a more in-depth one. Trying to figure out how to do the paper trading on my TD Thinkorswim. I really haven't done it. I mean, you can literally go to YouTube and just search level 2 tutorials and they pop up left and right. It's the simplest thing ever. If you need tips about it or anything like that, I mean, it just takes time. You start to recognize things and you start to understand them. And when you see the charts, you really start to understand, and you understand why there is such a large wall or such large support. We had that large support because the chart suggested that we were ready to move up. Here's toner right here. Okay, so the chart is suggesting. Okay, let's see. This is daily, so let's go to 30-minute. Okay, the chart was suggesting. Where's today? Today was the 9th. We're right here. Okay, so here's us right here. It's suggesting the 9th. Look, stock's ready to go, man. MACD is ready to roll. Look, it's just sitting here. It's ready to cross up and over. Okay, look at how thin that was. There's just no volume. Look, crossed, bounced off of here, kept the bullish MA going. It was sitting here. That's why they're sitting here and they're like, dude, we're literally giving you, assisting you on a layup right here. They're basically like, hey, you over here, little guy, all right? And they get the little guy up, and Shaq picks him up and goes over to the hoop and basically just holds him next to the hoop so he can slam dunk the ball. All right, that's basically what they were doing today. And the little guy was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I never want to dunk. I'm good. Nah, that's all right. So frustrating as a trader. So frustrating. But this is why the stock is so strong. Look at the consolidation piece. We're going sideways. Not only are we going sideways, if we take a trend angle right in, or a trend line right in here, look which way it's going. Up. Okay. This is the trend that we're following on. This goes to the daily, or no, this goes to the hourly. So I'll peek at this in a second. You know what? Let's just finish this chart while we're at it. Obviously bullish, going up. Okay. Golden cross is when a bullish intersection happens. So when the higher number is up top, so the 200's purple right here, and the 50-day moving average, okay, is on the bottom. That's bearish. So when they cross in the smaller indicator, the 50-day goes on top and the 200 goes on the bottom, okay, that is a golden cross. That's a bullish move. And this is coming in tomorrow on the 30-minute chart, okay? 30 minutes huge, 30-minute, hourly, then daily, okay, and weekly. So as you can see, we're still good, still rolling up with 21 MA, still going green on here. Huge green candle at the end. Somebody just hit it right at the end. That's great move always to do. I mean, even if it's 100 shares and just slap it at the end, like last second before, and you'll get that last candle boost. I mean, literally, just wait the last like 5 seconds. I do it to get that boost right there to keep the bullishness going. All right. Then once this comes up, all right, so this will start to come down right here. Let me get a pen. Oh, it moved over here this time. All right, so I'm going to do purple because or pink because remember I don't have purple. So this will come through here, and then I'll start to even out some, and then I'll start coming up. 200 days is moving average is a little harder to move. Okay, this is screaming up, so this is what we want to see. All right, and this is what's going to happen. And that's going to be a long-term bullish. Not only that is we're going to have the 8 do this, and then we're going to have the 21 do this. Okay, so once we get all these indicators going together, all right, in the correct order, all right, smallest, second smallest, third, and longest. Okay, that's the bullish. That's what you want right there. That's complete bull right there on the 30-minute. All right, so get your horns out. We ready. Hourly, let's go look at it. Bouncing off the trend right here. Okay. So bounced off, came up here. It's all about the body. Look, the body's hugging that 8 MA up here. Okay. On the hourly, notice how we're going to come up above the 200 here on the stock price side. We're definitely pushing through this tomorrow. And if we don't, I'm going to scream at everybody on this mic. I'm just kidding, but seriously. Look at the stock. It's coming. Stock meter is coming up right here. All right, we have a slight turn on the MACD. Look, it could turn around in a heartbeat. It's going to because this thing's going to shoot up. Look, we've got the 50 coming in. We got the 200 coming down. You got a golden cross over here next week. All right, on the hourly. Okay, Monday is when I think that we should get pink. I'm not saying it will, but if it does, that's the time frame based on ETEK's time frame. All right, so this is the biggest thing of why I'm so bullish, and I know I've tweeted this out. A lot of people haven't seen it, or if you haven't follow, or if you don't follow me, just do my YouTubes. Follow me at Mr. Realistic OTC on Twitter, and on there I will I have my most up to date things. I also get back to you a lot faster through there. It's just a lot easier for me. I try to get to everybody. I literally do. I try to get to everybody to do the best I can. And the more followers I get, the more questions I get. I'm telling you, I'm trying my best to get to everybody. I do a pretty darn good job, and I'll continue to do that. I don't care if I have 50,000 followers. I'll find time. All right, just can't take too much time away from the wife and kids, or this ends. We don't want that to happen. RSI. Okay, so let's start with a relative strength index. All right, I only do the daily. This is the daily for the relative strength. Remember, we were overbought. Territory is 70%. That means that you're running hot for a long time, not good. So 15th of September all the way to the 21st of October. Okay, long time. All right, so the fact that we're still under here is good. The longer we get, the more cool off we get, the more gas that we get to push ourselves up that car. So notice how it's going down. This is fine. This is perfect. This is normal. Remember, okay, higher lows. Okay, so our lows used to be down here, okay, and then we were moving up here. So now we're building the support right here. Perfect. Okay, so these are, instead of this, now we have the strong base right here. It's beautiful. All right, those are what those pullbacks happen. Nobody's dumping anything or anything. If people sell, that's not a dump. These are how charts work. Pump and dump is this. Let me get my pen. All right. You want to see what a pump and dump is? That is a pump and dump. Okay. Straight up, straight down, no support. Okay. If you are building your stairs, okay, and then you have a big pullback, you're going to do and go up even higher. All right. Which I could go through. It just wants to go through the screen. It's so excited. All right. So why I'm bullish on Toner and why I think it's the best OTC reversal at the moment. I'm not saying it's the best current runner or anything like that. Don't put words in my mouth, all right? I know a lot of people like to say, well, this. Everything's in my opinion. I don't give a crap what you think, all right? Just kidding. But no, seriously. Look at this. Coming down beautifully on the MACD. We're about a day or two, I'd say 2 days away. So Thursday, we're looking at a nice bullish cross. we shoot up tomorrow and pop up through here, this is going to make this a lot faster. All right, stock's already ready to go. Look, this is your buy zone right there. All right, as soon as it crosses. So if you bought bottom here, you're looking at 8.7. You already made good money. All right, if you got some shares in there at 8.7. As soon as that crossed on the daily, good money. Bullish at the bottom. Bullish third. Almost there. You're on top. And then as soon as this guy gets on top, we are go zone. Oh, what do you know? Oh, someone's a little excited here. They're ready to head up north. All right. As soon as that guy heads north and crosses over the blue guy, the 21, that's when the fireworks begin. And by fireworks, I mean rocket engines with like 30,000 blasters on them ready to go to orbit and just zoom out of here. Because, I mean, dude, we're way oversold. I mean, technically we're in the normal buy zone right now and everything. Oversold's 30% down. But based on these levels up here, we're oversold. As soon as this crosses, it's going to be 2 land. It's going to be 3 land. It's TGGI land. Okay. Basically, they're just running the show right now. Okay. They had a great day today. All right. So this is why I'm bullish. I mean, look, this is about a week away. It's faster this thing shoots up. We don't want the RSI going crazy. RSI level, relative strength index. I think I jumped out of that, by the way. 54%. Okay. We went to a high of 91, 92%. Okay. So it's a lot of room in the tank, baby. I like 4. I like 5. I don't do PTs. I like a lot. All right, that's why I'm bullish on toner. All right, let's go back to the beginning. I know I jumped, but it's kind of a segue from my L2. All right, so we're already 30 minutes in the show, so I'm going to have to hit our speed button here because I don't want to spend all night doing this because my wife will kill me. So if we look at this, bull, 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 daily. This is the small cap iShares Russell 2000 ETF. An ETF is combined, this specific one is combined of over 2,000 small cap stocks rolled in one. When this is doing well, it means the small cap stocks are doing very well. We're micro cap stocks, by the way. Okay, but we feed off these kind of things, all right? So notice we had some big candles on the daily of recent, all right? I told you all, you have these big candles, you gotta build a step, all right? You just don't go all the way up. That's a pump and dump, okay? So you go up, you build your step, and then you build up the next one. Let's zoom out a little bit more so you can see these things. Man, a little lag on this side. All right, so see, I mean, they're just building it, and if we zoom, I'll show you the daily, what I really mean in a second. But it's just gonna, our last 2 days were slow, weren't they? They're pretty slow with toner. Huh, these guys are right here, all right? So let me go to the daily, or daily, this is the daily, duh. Come on, Mr. Real. Okay, I think my brain's lagging. All right, I mean, look at that. Holy smokies. Boop, 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 boop. Pull back, boop, 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 pull back, boop, 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 pull back, consolidation. When you go this much, this high, without falling, you have to consolidate. Do, 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 do. If not, you just drop. Do, 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 do. Once you break out of a pennant or a bull flag upwards, you start a new trend. Okay? This is starting a new trend. Notice how all 4 of these broke out right as it did there. Coincidence? I dare say not. Let me delete this because we have a new trend. We'll keep this as a support, kind of like a guideline. It's not really support per se. Well, it kind of is down here, but it'd be more horizontal. All right. Stock's a little on the overbought side. It could stay up there. Look at this. That's fine. But at some point in some time, we're going to get this. And we're just going to get these small pullbacks. Okay? And that's fine. We can't have a bull day every day. And you all need to realize that. I know we all want it. Hell, I want it. I mean, shoot. We just want to make money left and right. Who doesn't? There's nothing wrong with that. But we got to remember, Those days that are red, those days that we have big red, are for a purpose. And that purpose is to build our stock from the ground up. We went from the ground, we went up. Now we need to build a new set of stairs, so we can continue to rise that building. Do you want a 4-story building or do you want a 100-story building? All right. So go from that. So we're here. Well, we'll do that again. Let's check out the weekly on this because I did this last time. It's a huge green candle. Yeah. So that huge green candle is that breakout. All right. Bull, bull, bull just happened last week. I told you all it's going to pull back some. It might be a week or two that does it. It doesn't mean that your specific stock is going to pull back, but as a market in general, it's going to come down some. I mean, look at this stuff. All right. It's going to come back just a little bit. Some days are going to be harder than other ones, but don't freak out. Don't let the bashers get to you. If you see a basher, just walk away or send them to me. I would love to have a conversation. I think our buddy that we were talking to about Toner is still in that corner in the elevator. Anybody check on him lately? Because I'm pretty sure he's hurting. I would be hurting on all those gains right now. Some dude said he made 28K off that one. Good for you, man. Nice work. That's freaking awesome, dude. I'll always tell you all to take your profits. Just don't sell under the bid, please, because I really don't want anybody taking out our support. All right? Sell the ask. All right? Put it right there. Small chunks. You don't need to sell it all. Or do an iceberg order. Something so you don't tank my stock, please, or anybody else. That's delicious. So, one of my favorite hobbies is craft beer and whiskeys as well. So, I like that a lot. This one in particular is very good. I like my stouts in the winter. That's why I'm bullish right here on the OTC. It's going to be a bull run. It's going to be huge because it's just starting right here. All right. So, you all enjoy that. Before we get to the OTC, I put this banger out here for you this morning. Thanks to Frankie Trades. I wake up, he goes, Mr. Real, you've really helped me out lately. Check out these two things. First one I typed in was this. I said, holy crap. I looked at it and it had a bull flag. And I was looking at I think I was looking at the 5-minute. Because crypto I'm just getting used to. You know what I mean? I was just like, all right, I'll look here, put the trend lines together. And I go, man, that looks pretty good. It was right here. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning. I go, oh man. And I'm still in bed looking at my phone. I go, oh man, I gotta buy this. So I sent out the tweet. And guys, I usually tweet you guys before I even buy. All right. A lot of people don't do that. I actually do. All right. Because it doesn't, no, that doesn't buy me. I'm not front loading. You guys see what everything I see in the charts, anyways. I don't buy before. I wait until I see some confirmations. And so I bought in at oh no, this is way. It was back here. All right, but same concept, okay? Um, I was looking at it, yeah, because it's 5 minutes. It was like right here. Where's today? Doesn't really matter. Wherever 7 o'clock was. I was like, dude, all right. So I got it, hit it, and I was like, boom! And this thing just broke open. All right, so now I'm really curious. Okay, so I know I'm on Eastern time. So it's this one right here. So this thing broke out and this thing just goes. I go, it's gonna break. Tweeted it out and look at. I was like, all right, yeah, baby. End up selling at 296. All right. I think usually think about it this way. We all think in round numbers. Okay, so usually people are looking to sell at $1. Let's hypothetically talk. We're talking bigger than pennies right now. $1, $2, $1.50, 125. You know, they're looking for those. So what I do, and as any good trader will do, is you don't get greedy. I kind of got a little greedy though, but I said I know it's gonna happen. I mean, look, it went all the way to 305. I could have put it there, but I said I'll put it at 296 just in case. So I put it at 296 because I thought 3 was the spot, and look what happened right after. Everybody took it. I mean, you just got to play smart. And that's what it did. And look, it kissed off here and caught it. This is why I sold, though. I would have continued to help. See, you got bullish indicators here on the 15 day trade kind of thing. All right, you got some really bullish indicators. But what worries me a lot, and I could be totally wrong because these things have been getting overbought for a long time, is, but I don't think I'm incorrect here, by the way. I think we're going to get a pullback, is the RSI. Look at the RSI level. It went up. I got to shrink this a little bit so I can get the measurement. So the first time here, it went out to 93. It's on the right side of my screen over there. If you follow the dotted line. All right. So it was at like 91 or something when I was doing it. And I was like, it's not worth it. It's not worth the risk. You know, I made a good profit here. It's an easy day trade. All right. I got it. All right. And now I'm just going to wait for that pullback. All right. Look at the daily. It's super bullish. This thing's just starting. So what I'll do is I'll wait for this thing to come back down. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll watch these short-term indicators, and then they've got to curl at some time. So this one's going to curl. Let's get a shorter term one here so we can start to see. All right. They're going to start flattening out. Okay. So the 15-minute here is going to start to flatten right here. All right. And what's going to happen is the 8's going to come below it and it's going to start to come down some. It's not like a crazy pullback, but it's going to be a pretty decent one, I feel like, because it's got to. The RSI is way too high. So as soon as this thing starts to go, maybe the 1 minute has it going. All right, just kind of consolidating right here. But this is what I'm looking for, just on the higher charts, okay? So this is doing this, all right? Then it goes sideways together. That's the consolidation piece. And then once it starts going back up, all right, but this is more like 30-minute hourly, that's when you buy. That's when I buy, my opinion. Going up and continuing up. This is 1 minute chart. Like, I'd do this if I was literally getting in, getting out. Okay, that's a day trade kind of thing. 1-5-15. 30 shortest one I use for entry points at times. Kind of want to see what these are doing, but hourly is more important to me. So I mean, look at these indicators. They're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I don't think it's done. I think it's going to hit that wall because I mean, based on past, okay, it hit this wall and it came back down. So I gotta say that past is due. So let's see. It hit here, 194. Look at this huge wick. So it came all the way down to 143 for that day. All right, and then the next day, look at this. Down, down. So then you get these hammers. Okay, and these hammers are really bullish because they're showing that people want to buy, people don't want to sell below that. They're catching each other, right? And look, two hammers, they're good to go, and look, it goes up. So that's what I'll be looking for on the daily for that reversal thing, because this is just getting started. Look, I'm going to call this the fan, all right? Because the perfect fan right here, all right? Because it looks like a fan. Yes, the old school fans, you know, that you wave and kind of go through. Some of you are probably too young to get that. But look how it's hugging the 8 MA on the daily. Okay, look how far this is. It's got to come back. It's going to touch it. I'll wait for that too. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. Don't get greedy. All right, I mean, that's a great pull. So let's move on to our next and last one. SHIB. Shibby, go for what? Anybody remember Country Grammar, early 2000s? Great album. Nelly. Whoop, whoop. All right. Shit, dude, this thing's been waiting to go. And people just keep blocking it. Don't worry, it's gonna come. All right. If it's not here. Wait, is it not there? I'm just kidding. It's not here. Okay, then it's over here. So if you look at the bottom, that's the 12th. Today's the 9th. Are you really worried? Maybe 13th. All right. So what I did is I took my LRC profits and I took them into here and I'm buying this low point right here. I'll put a stop loss. It hits my stop loss and I'll just wait until it comes down. I'll buy again and it goes back up. All right. So if you don't know what stop loss is, it is a sell indicator. So if it hits a limit price, let's say I like this trend line, but if it goes too far below it, I feel like it's going to continue to fall. So I'll put my limit price or my stop price at like 5368. Okay. And I'll put my limit at 535 or something like that. Okay. So if it drops below this without me looking, like I can't look, it'll sell it like that. And this just works for stocks. This is everything. Okay. But this is where there is a downside to it. Okay. So whoever pushed it down here, they stopped you out if you were at 535 or anywhere in between, all the way down to 5337. Okay, because it did hit there, but look, it bounced right off and came back up. So there are some downsides. That's why you got to give yourself a little lee room in here. All right, so wherever you feel comfortable, but you don't have to watch it all the time. If it drops, kicks it in, it's like an emergency catch. Okay, and it goes. But SHIB's coming around. SHIB's gonna come. This is hourly. It's going up. Looking at the up. I'm really, if this thing right here bounces off here and pops up, you know what's coming. Me screaming at Twitter saying, "Holy crap! I actually got one right on crypto." Oh wait, no, I got LRC. I got one right with SHIB. But I mean, it's coming so close. I feel like this is the one. I always say it, but look, the reason I say I don't think they're going to let it cross below. They could, but it's going to come right back up. It's bullish here shortly. It's definitely going to bounce. It's going to bounce to those all-time highs because we got the pullback. Look at the RSI. This thing's so brand new. I mean, look, offering. Okay, never buy the offer, obviously. If you look at any crypto, you can see this, and it always happens. It's the worst decision ever. And then look, flatline, and then finally kick started. I mean, going through here now, it's cooling off because the RSI on the daily is really high. Okay, this is coming in close. All right, so I'm noticing the stock is a great momentum indicator because it comes in before the MACD, then the MACD comes, and then the momentum indicators come in, the moving averages. Okay, so that's why I'm pretty bullish. This might go a little sideways, but if it doesn't hit here, I'm fully expecting it to hit here by the 12th or the 13th, the latest. I think the 12th is the latest, actually, 11 or 12. Okay, so I don't really care. I'd add to that. By that I mean I'm adding. I don't know. I must have accidentally opened another SHIB. All right, we got toner. We got 42 minutes. TGGI, the beast that keeps on happening. This is why pullbacks are good. Okay, daily went up, huge drop. People say, "Oh man, you got dumped. You guys got nothing left." I told them they were fine. 107. I was telling them 90 and 80. It's like you're fine. You're buying at the 200 moving average on the hourly or whatever it was. It's like you're good. And that's exactly, look, bullish cross. All four. The fan happened right here. Woo! On the daily. Guess what's coming for Tona soon? Whoop, whoop. Just a reminder if you didn't know. Just waiting on that to cross right there. That is why I'm bullish. All right. Not saying this will happen, but man, how ironic would it be if, what's Monday? Monday is the 15th. Okay. Huh. How ironic would that be? It was crossed on that day. That'd be pretty sweet. Skyrocket. Okay. So, obviously, this is very bullish. But as you all know, whatever comes up must come a little back. So, if you're buying these, you're playing with fire right now. We are in the overbought territory. It can stay up here. It's only at 80%. It could continue to go up. So, that's all on you, dog. I'm not playing with TGGI. Not for me. Not at that high level right now. Maybe if it came back down before, I would go. Not my thing. I like the reversals right now. All right, reversals. I mean, you saw what TGGI did on the reversal. Look at that. Okay, came down, came through, consolidated, even came down a little bit, cooled off that RSI, and then whoop swoop. Yeah. Whoop swoop. Yeah. Oh man, stop lagging. All right. But yeah, so that's what I'm expecting from Toner. That's why I'm so bullish on it. Next up, right behind them, dun da da da, BNTH. I mean, come on. Looks really similar. I mean, all these things that were pulling back. Look at this. Easy buys. I'm not even going to go over this because you know exactly what I'm going to say. All right. Wait for the fan thing up here. It's going to go boom, baby. All right. Resistance is right up here. So you're getting a little caught up. Notice how it's bouncing. All right. It's probably going to break soon. Bullish. ETEK. All right. This one's a little bit more tricky because ETEK is just waiting for their merger thing to go through so that they can have the unsolicited quotes. Oh man, it's so good. But notice how this is going down on the daily. All right, you want this to curl up. You're showing signs right here, but I don't know until that unsolicited quote goes away because it affects your volume. That's why your volume's been so low because a lot of people can't buy it because of that. Um, that's what's affecting it. You guys would be a lot higher, obviously, with that because I mean, I don't understand the unsolicited quotes upon that because we have merger companies that are pink that don't have this. I don't understand the whole thing behind it. So, um, it's holding. You should be happy about that. You're happy. Be happy it's not MNGG at. Do I even have that on here? Yeah, look at this. It could be this. 0.00001. All right, that would freak me out. Um, but yeah, so you guys are holding. You're gonna be fine. You just gotta wait for that for them to take care of everything. But you'll be good. But there's nothing I can do. Chart's not gonna help you on that. You just want it to hold those levels so you can get that volume back. PUGE. Somebody's closer. All right. As soon as you guys get these moving averages down and everything about that and the time frames, you're gonna understand this where I don't even need to say anything. I send out a tweet and boom. All right. Had a death cross because the higher moving average went above a lower moving average, went above all of them. This is on the hourly, highly um, temporary. All right. Because you can see moving above. This is going to move above. This is going to channel out. This is going to sideways action. Then it'll come back up. All right. It's just going to take not very long. That's on the hourly. So I would not stress about that one bit. This is going to turn around and jump up and be awesome. Hey, Puke's terrible. I mean, I think it should just be at like 0034. Yeah, so if you want to sell some shares at that level, I'm just playing with you. This stock is gonna blow. Every time I look at my Interactive Brokers account and they say I can't buy this, I want to cry. Literally, I want to cry. So I'll be transferring money to my E-Trade account to buy because this is gonna blow, and you know the volume on this thing. Look at this thing. This thing blows. Look, it's already kind of high for all these other red days. They want it to go. It's gonna go. All right, so INND and oh, sorry, I'm looking at the next one. Before I say that, Pugue, Pugue and Toner are definitely my top two, and VNTH are my top three reversals. Okay, so any one of those plays goes. I'd say Toner and Pugue are the closest. VNTH, not far behind one bit. Okay, so those are all variable. Um, okay, so INND, you all were up and now you're down and you're fine. Okay, you're here. Okay, you want here, you need this to happen. Okay, you got to build those steps, fill that gap possibly at the one, was it 126? I think I remember. You're almost there. Um, Curling down, but it'll come back up. These two will come up above there as well. This is the hourly. Notice how it's already crossing. You got to wait though for this to come back into the go zone. MACD is on the negative side for now. Like I said, all temporary. You'll get some consolidation in here. Those will flatten out the lines and then come up. As we look at the daily, okay, so you've got the 200 above, which you don't want, but it's fine because your big run's not going to come until those three indicators are in that order above the 200. This is what I was telling you about RGBP the other day. Okay, so as soon as all three of these in the same order come over this right here, that's the bull move. You'll see a huge buy, um, probably from me, when that happens. So just no, seriously, I actually might. I mean, if I see a chart that I like, that's my game right there, right? I like the charts. I like the charts. Okay, but yeah, you guys are good. All right, I'm just gonna come up through here. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. Not told you all. I thought beginning of December was a pretty good date for it, right after Thanksgiving kind of time. Woo! All right, 50 minutes in. All right, CGAC daily here. If I remember correctly, I suggested to myself that I would be loading in these areas, not slapping anything. As you can see, some consolidation. You can see the 8. It's going to come over the 21 here on the daily. Okay, daily's the biggest bull of them all, other than the weekly, obviously, but the daily is what we're looking at. Okay, so as that happens, okay, we're going to want all these indicators with green, blue, yellow in that order to come above the 200 for a bigger run. Hence this. Okay, bottom, third bottom, second bottom, first bottom, top. All right. Oh, my jokes are terrible. All right, so as you're going through and you're popping out here, I'm thinking you're either gonna bust here, A, B, C, good. I don't know, man. I feel like this is. Give me a second. Oh, this is curling up. I think you bust through. I think this bust through. Okay. Not saying this is buy zone. This could definitely come down here and then bounce up. In my opinion, anybody's right. But yeah, I mean, loading zone to me. Let's see here. Okay, so we've got, this will give us a really good look on the hourly here. Yeah. Golden cross incoming. Yep, that's going to break through. CGAC is the way to go. All right, golden cross incoming tomorrow. Sounds familiar. You have a cross on the MACD on the hourly tomorrow as well. You'll see an increase in volume based on that. You will see a massive amount of increase because somebody will be, a lot of people use scanners, and scanners are volumes. So, try to see here. I don't use it on here, but you can. It's down here. Stock screens. They're called screeners on here. And then you could screen the stocks that have highest volume or biggest increase. This thing's going to blow. And it's going to come back some like this. It's going to kind of do that kind of thing. Um, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it looks pretty solid, man. Yeah. Biggest thing right now is you got a ways to go above that 200 for some type of run. All right. So this is basically either a load and hold or kind of like a day trade while it's in an uptrend kind of deal until it comes up and above and you're kind of ready to roll. Yep, that looks pretty good. Hippopotamus. Still waiting on their pink, I'm pretty sure. Well, wait, no, I think they are pink. Let me look that up real fast. I'm kind of curious. Are they? Yeah, they could they? And I stopped looking at them because they're outstanding shares. If you haven't watched my outstanding shares video, highly suggest that. That's going to help you markets.com understand share structure and why some stocks can go higher than others. Okay, so Hippo, yep, still yield. See the disclosures here. Attorney letter was turned in today. Oh, shocker. Quarterly was today, annual today, quarterly. All right, so put back in. So slap at least 10 days on that for the amended stuff. Another 10 days for that. So I don't know how people think about that. It'll probably boost up in the morning and then go down. Do you really want to wait 10 more days? Like, I don't understand the boost in those kind of things. It doesn't make sense to me. Yay, great participation. Way to turn in your paperwork that you've already turned in 3 times. Not bashing on anybody, but that's, I just don't understand the logic between the stock going up because of that. Doesn't make any sense to me. All right, security details. So this stock has 60 million authorized shares. It means that they could have up to that amount. They don't, but they could. Okay. Outstanding shares are the shares that are in circulation. Okay, you got 15,768. No, sorry. No, that's right. No, that's incorrect. 60 billion authorized shares. Gosh, forgot what I'm working in with here. Pennies. 60 billion authorized shares. All right. It's a big number. Outstanding shares in circulation is 15,768,343,622. All right, that's how many shares that you have to go. Restricted side is company side, that's 1.15 million. So unrestricted side, 14 million. Keep doing that. Replace my million with a billion. 14 billion. All right. So the other one was 1.15 billion restricted on the company side. So our side is oh, yeah, because they haven't updated it. 14,610,788,262 shares that are traded between. There is no flipping way. It says on the 8/13/2021 that their float is 6,977,150. That's fishy as F to me. That doesn't make any sense. If somebody wants to comment about that down in the below or send me a tweet about that, there's no way that a 7.5 billion share company has a float of less than 7 million. What's up with that? I don't know. I'm literally asking. That was updated on August 13th, 2021. That thing would move so fast. There's no way this thing would be 0038. That doesn't make any sense. Those are like BB numbers. That's the big stocks. Doesn't make any sense. So you're trading 14.5 billion shares. Okay. Now, if you look at a VNTH, they're 300 or 300. They are 3 billion, 3 billion to this. Okay. So VNTH at 0.0, what is that? 58, okay, has a lot better chance of going higher than Hipple at 3.8. Okay, so let's bring out the trusty calculator here. All right, trusty calculator. Okay, so if I bought 1,000 shares, or sorry, $1,000 at, let's do VNTH first. Okay, I would have 172,000. Let's just make that round. Okay. All right. Let's say VNTH. Okay. All right. Since they have, what do they have? Let's say that they have 15, so 5 less. Let's just go with 5 less. Okay. They could do, if they were equal in market cap, okay, and they were market to go, not market cap, but they were equal to their run of 5 times. So let's do that. So 5 times the number. Let's say they both got to that. So multiply that by 5. Okay, 0.05. So if this got to 5 cents, okay. Oh, sorry guys, computer's getting a little wonky here. Okay. You're looking at $8,600. Okay. If it got to 5 cents. Okay. The HPIL, okay, would be, it's 5,000, or sorry, 5 times less share, or 5 times more shares than VNTH, 5 times more shares than VNTH. So it would take that equal strength. All right, you'd have to have more 5 times the volume to get to this. Okay, so you're talking about that. All right, let's say that you got 1,000 at 0.038. Let's say that went to a penny. I mean, 2, 3, 6, 8. I mean, there's no way. let's just do it at the same price. Okay. Obviously, okay, this number, you're going to see this and you're going to go, wow, I'll make more money with this. But that's not true. Let's go back and see these numbers. Because, okay, look at the difference here. This right here, VNTH, has 3 billion shares trading. This stock has almost 15 billion. Okay, so this would have to do 5 times more volume. You know how much volume, how hard it is to come through there, than VNTH to reach this number. 5 times the volume to reach this number. Okay, VNTH, if it did, that the normal volume to get there, VNTH has a better chance of getting there because it doesn't need as much volume to get it to that number. That makes sense. Watch my share structure video, a lot more. Kind of going off topic here, but that being said, you got Death Cross incoming right here. Bullish on the short term coming through. It's in a downtrend. All right. I do like wedge plays. It could break out of this wedge right here, which kind of looks like it. Okay, could. It's getting a little hot. Not hot, but it's getting a little high. If it's got enough volume and this made the cross right here, it could push up out of this wedge and make a nice bullish push. Definitely could happen. This is daily too, by the way. All right, so hourly. Okay, so hourly, yeah, that makes more sense. So hourly is going to have a golden cross. All right, we just had cross come down, come up. Yeah, so I mean, this is probably going to bump, but it's not going to do anything crazy. Not my opinion. Um, yeah, I mean, it's going to pop out of here for sure. Because of the way the indicators on the hourly are suggesting and the daily showing right here that, it's in these wedge plays, if they're boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I think this breaks out of the wedge. Wouldn't, I'm not a huge fan because of the share structure. That's that. All right. Moving on. All right. So, man asked me something about this NMB and NMBF. Um, this is the daily. I mean, this chart is wonky. I gotta look up the shares structure on this thing. Those dashes indicate nothing. The price just stayed there for the day. Volume on this thing has to be incredibly low. Man, this stock would bore the crap out of me. Oh, no wonder expert market. Yeah, that's dangerous, man. Especially nowadays. Dude, this thing is nada. This thing ain't gonna go anywhere until it gets its docks in, dude. You gotta get those docks in. 930. I don't know anything about this stock at all. No idea. I wouldn't even look at this thing until it had some type of structure. There's no security details, no authorized shares, outstanding shares, float, just financials. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole, 10 foot, and then multiply that by a billion. All right, run. I have no idea what to say about this. You can't even chart it. All right, so no go in my opinion. No, thank you. IGEX, my man Paul's coming out with these bangers, man. Paul throwing out INND before it blasts off, throwing out CDAX, throwing out IJAX too, man. This guy is just full of gems over here, working it up. Keep coming to me, Paul. I love it, dude. I gotta start buying these things. I need some of my other plays to keep going through though. I only hold those 4 to 5 tickers. Look at this thing, man. Uptrend galore going on the hourly. All right. You guys see the fan going here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything you want right there. Bull, bull. It's kind of coming down, but it's just building its step. That's about it. Only at a penny. That's beautiful. We had highs up here, 137. Let's look at the daily. Get rid of this trend line so it doesn't hurt us. I'm going to put this on my list too because I really do like this chart. Uh, I'm gonna put you up higher later, but yeah. See the kissing off the daily bull. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks good. Max curling up. Very nice. This thing is bull ready. All right, great job on that one. Wimmy. Consolidating. Look at the sideways movement right here. I mean, this is definition of boring. It's not a bad thing. Um, but just keep an eye on the 50. You don't want it to go below the 200. You don't want the 200 to go below everything else. This at some point soon, this needs to turn up. Um, It looks like it could see it in the MACD right here. We're starting to see it here, but we need all these to go up. We need the green, the 8MA over top. We need the blue on 21 over the 50 and the 50 over the 200 here. Okay, we need those to go up. So um, it's just had a huge volume spike. It's just no volume. Look at the volume down here. So low. Daily. Okay. All right. So it kind of looks like it's waiting on the daily here and it's coming in close. Um, Zoom out. So all right, so what we're waiting for here, and if you're not in or you want to play it safe, what I would do in this position, you gotta get um hmm. Okay, what I would do is I would wait if you want to take a long position. If you want to play it really safe and you wait for this 200 to go below everything, because these are already bulls. All right, this comes down, be a little higher, and pop up, and it's going to go. This is going to be bull. I'm going to add this because I want to keep an eye on it. I need to make it another list up there. Um, yeah, let's keep an eye on that. This is daily, so beginning, end of December, early January. I want to come back and take a peek at that. I'm going to make a new list for those plays. All right, last one, W per hourly. All right, 200. All right, so 50 is leveling out. That's good on the hourly. It was in decline. All right, the 21 is coming up. That's a good sign. Okay, got this 8 kind of getting funky on us right here. All right, so you're going to get a consolidation piece, which you've already gotten right here in the hourly. This is going to help bring down the 200 and bring our other indicators above. Looks like the 50 is going to take a little bit more push up there, not just the consolidation to get it above that 200. You to see what there's the fan. Okay, all together. That's what we're looking for. Okay. So once that happens again, then it's going to be bull. So just wait for that 200. So let's go back to the daily. Okay, so huge jump, huge spike coming in, going down. See, coming down. This is flat. That's good. We want it to turn up. This is starting to turn. It's a couple weeks, I bet. This is getting close. This is getting close. You probably get a push from that. You look at the volume right here. Somebody obviously right here, buying through. Keep an eye on it. See how it goes. I still think it's got some time. Um, Play it safe. The daily's always the safest. Once this comes over the top. So yeah, I mean, look, not even weeks. What am I thinking? Sorry, days. All you have to do is get this 8MA over this 21 right here, which is, it looks like it's starting to, and we don't want the 50 above the 21. We want them apart right here and get this to come up some. It doesn't matter. So if the 8's coming up, the 21 goes up too before the 50. Math. Wow. Um, and I'll push it up pretty good. So yeah, maybe a couple next week after. A lot of these are about a week or two out. I mean, it's just a guesstimate. But yeah, it looks good. I'll add you to the play, dude. Um, some stuff I look at, but some stuff I need to get rid of on here too that I haven't looked in a while. Um, we got some those wrenches and then the big reset. But yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks like it's going to step up. It's just going to take some time. Be patient with that one. All right, everybody, that's the end of Bearish or Bullish. Long episode here because we have intro of level 2 at the beginning. Hope everybody has a great trading week, and I will catch you all later. Adios.